Hello retro babes and welcome to my lair. If you hear any purring, that's just my cat in the background. She's very relaxed in this fall season. If you don't know who I am, my name is Googie from the future, better known as Googie. I am your favorite Afrofuturistic retro babe and your favorite YouTuber. And today is just, you know, just look at the title, because I had a full-on plan of what I was going to talk about today, but like, I don't know, I just think I'm going to go off of whim. I want to plan my fall, and I just feel like fall is a time to harvest, time to collect all of the hard work that you've been doing, all of your rewards. It's time to collect your rewards, and I find that as a great time to manifest. So how I use the year is different from most people, because most people do their vision board on January 1st, and I actually do 2 vision boards. My first one is in the springtime. The second one is around the fall. Even like when you think of jobs, the fiscal year always ends in the fall, always ends in like September, October, or November, because that's when you take the time to round everything up, give everybody their bonuses, and start planning for the next year. For me, the year ends in the fall, begins in the winter. That's the time of rest. That's the time of planning. And then you bring all of that planning into action. That's when I start mine. My New Year's resolution vision boards start in the spring. Then in the summer, I just use that time to play and be creative and rest as well. And the times I usually feel inspired to create are in the spring and the fall. I don't know why, I couldn't tell you. So since it's fall and it's October vibes and it just makes me feel more creative, I just want to start planning how the end of my year is gonna go. This is my plan of what I'm going to manifest within the next 90 days, the last 90 days of the year. And these are things I will have before the first comes. Before January 1st, 2024, these are all the things that I plan on having. If you're ready to manifest and with me, then get your little pen and paper, get your coffee, get your tea, get your PSL, whatever you drink. I'm a tea drinker, and let's just plan this together. Okay, so for me, I know how most people do their vision boards. They do like different categories, but I don't have as many as other people. Like, I don't have to separate health, wealth, fitness, all that. I feel like all of it comes into one because all of it is me, if that makes sense. So I just want to manifest things that make me feel safe enough to create, and then that creation will create wealth. In order to feel safe, I need 1, a stable income. I need 2, a stable home, and 3, a stable mindset. So right now, with the way I'm feeling, I have been reading The Artist's Way, and I know a lot of people that have read The Artist's Way, around the time when they get to week 8, they're ready to pack up and move. I'm ready to pack up and move. I spoke about in my How to Create a Soft Life video how the life I created for myself wasn't for me anymore. That's because I was reading The Artist's Way. Like, I was just doing what I thought was the next step instead of listening to my own intuition. And I knew that I wanted to move. I've actually have been wanting to move for a long time. I've been wanting to move to specifically LA to chase my dreams. I know it sounds cliche, but I don't care. I'm just doing it. And before, I didn't want to share my goals, because I did on TikTok in like 2021. Yes, I've been wanting to move to LA since 2021. I did share it on TikTok, and I got very negative reactions from family members. I don't even think they know that I know that they had very negative reactions to it. But ever since then, I've just kept the dream in my head, because a lot of people just tell me there are limiting beliefs, like LA's dirty, LA's this, LA's that. And it's like, I'm not going to LA to clean it up. I just know in my heart, I'm not going to LA to be homeless. Like, I've experienced homelessness. I've experienced low income. Like, I'd rather be low income in somewhere that I want to be at. But we're going to get to that later, because it's not going to happen that way. It's not going to happen that way. So anyway, the top of my list is moving to LA. And I just feel like, as the creator of your own life, you get to choose how you want to experience something. And I have moved before. If you guys didn't know, I moved to Miami And I chose to do that with my parents. That was a bad decision. I knew in the back of my head it was. And then I got kicked out of there and I moved back to Chicago, somewhere I didn't even want to go. Then my head was telling me to move south, but I was trying to move to Houston. I chose just go out on a whim and get an apartment, like just with no money, no job, which is fine. But the thing about it is that I did not put my intention into how I was going to keep up those finances is basically what I'm trying to say. So you can choose how you want to experience things. And I choose not to experience what I did when I came to Chicago moving to LA. So the second thing on my list is I want to move into my dream home. When I move to LA, I'm moving straight into my dream home. You don't have to wait. You don't have to build yourself up. You don't have to, oh, I'm going to live in a motel for a while. Then I'm going to get a studio. Then I'm going to get the studio I actually want. Then I'm going to get the 2-bedroom home I actually want. No, I don't want to build up to something I want. I just want what I want when I want it, and I want it now. I've done the whole, I'm going to live in a hostel. You guys know I lived in a hostel for a few weeks before I got my apartment. I'm going to move in an apartment that I don't love. No, we are not settling. That's the biggest thing I keep pushing on my channel is to do not settle. So the second thing on my list is my apartment. And I specifically want a style of apartment that I only see in LA and New York. Those are the only two places I see those styles of apartments. If you know, you know. I don't want to delve too much into it because I do want to keep my manifestations to me. But I do feel comfortable telling you guys that I do want to move and I do want a home. Those two things will make me feel like I'm experiencing something new at the same time being safe. Because I've noticed if I experience something new and I don't feel safe, there's no point because I won't feel creative enough to even do anything. I will just sit at home depressed because I will hate my situation. The third thing is I want to grow rapidly on YouTube. I feel like I'm capable enough. I feel like I'm prepared enough. I have been on social media for a long time, babies. I have retro babes. I've been on social media for a long time and I have not been consistent, and that's okay because that wasn't my time. I feel so strong in my heart that now is my time. So if you have an inkling in the back of your soul and back of your spirit that now is your time to do something, I say act on it. And acting on it can look different to different people. For me, acting on it is pretending that I already have the following that I want every time that I make that video, so I can put the energy into that video so I can attract the viewers to me. So it's not any extra exerted work. I don't have to go out here and pay for coaches. I don't have to join all these groups in order to get my engagement up. It has been working because I actually got to 1K, if you guys have noticed. Also, thank you guys so much for getting me to 1K. I love you guys. But after reading Rich as Fuck, if you guys haven't read that book, read it. After reading Rich AF, she made a point to say that your following doesn't know what they want to see. You know what they want to see. So there's no reason for me to niche down and be super specific because I am putting the intention out there that the people that need to see my videos will see them. I put the intention that the algorithm pushes my videos, which it has been. It has been pushing 2 of my videos lately that have gotten my views and my subscribers up. And that is my apartment tour and also how I got that apartment, how I manifested with bad credit in 2 weeks time in a time crunch. I've been pushing those 2 videos ever since I've had those assumptions about it. And the third thing is that I am putting the attention out there that my audience is smart enough, because y'all are smart. I got my smart glasses on because I know you guys are smart and I want to appeal to you because you guys are smart. You guys are smart enough to comprehend that I am more than just one niche. And I see it with my videos because I don't get just comments on one specific video. What I see a lot happening with artists or anybody, any field that anybody's in on YouTube, what I see happen a lot is that their videos that get most popular is how to grow on YouTube, no matter what they're in, like how to grow on YouTube as an artist, how to start YouTube with no followers, how to do this on YouTube, how to grow. Those are the videos that make the most traction, and then they get stuck in only making how-to videos to the point where it grows their account really high. I've seen this so many times. I've seen this with Kelly Stamps. And she even said that she stopped making those videos because she's sick and tired. And I saw another girl who's an artist, and she grew her account to like 200K in 2 years or something like that. I'll link her below, but I love her channel too. But she also voiced how she feels stuck in this loop and she doesn't want to make that. So I am manifesting that my babies, my retro babies, are smart enough to comprehend that I am more than just one thing. I am many things. And the people who resonate with those videos will watch those videos. I do art. I draw. I do hair videos, which a lot of you guys still comment on. And at the same time, I'm receiving comments, very lovely comments from my decor videos, from like my apartment tour. At the same time, I'm receiving so many good comments for my fashion videos. At the same time, I'm receiving so many, and I mean so many comments of Law of Assumption. And at first I thought I had to be a Law of Assumption channel to succeed. You can be anything you want to succeed. That's you. You decide how you want to experience things. And I was thinking about it recently. Like, I remember when hustle culture was a big thing in like 2014 to 2015-ish era. If you were there, you know. And they were saying, you have the same 24 hours as Beyonce. What are you doing with your life? I'm resting. I'm resting. Beyonce, if you watch her documentary, she talks about how she pushes her body so much that she fights rest when she knows she needs it, because that's what she thinks will push her to be the greatest artist of all time. And because she thinks that will push her to be the greatest artist of all time, she is now one of the greatest artists of all time. If I believe that just sitting back and receiving allows me to have the YouTube following that I desire, I can sit back and receive and get the YouTube following that I desire. I don't have to put in hours and hours of work. I always known that I don't like to work a lot. I don't. I am a very hard worker, and I've done it for so many years, and I'm just like, there has to be a better way. Work smarter, not harder. So I want a career where I only have to work at most 20 hours a week, and I just think YouTube is the best. It's the best. And I've had so many viral moments on TikTok and on YouTube that I'm so prepared for the following I want. I've had hate comments. I've been called fat. I've been called stupid, all that. I'm like prepared for a negative following, but I just know that I choose to experience positivity in my fame. That's what I choose to experience, so that's what I'm going to experience. And at any time that I'm not experiencing that, I'm allowed to change it. So that's another thing I wanted to implore you guys. I think I have a video, I'll link it, but I have a video talking about you can change your story. Anytime you can change your story. Anytime. Anytime you can change what you want to do. I, not even 3 months ago, thought I wanted to stay in the city that I'm at, be in this beautiful, I'll send pictures, I'll put a video here of this beautiful apartment I thought I wanted. It looks like Carrie Bradshaw's apartment. I thought I wanted that. Then I woke up one day and I'm like, no, I don't want this. I want to move to LA, and I'm sick of being scared not to move to LA. So I'm going to move to LA. So get back on topic. We want to move to LA. We want that specific dream apartment, which we want that specific dream apartment, and we want the YouTube career. And I think the YouTube career is just the umbrella for everything I want. It allows me to have the stability and money that I want. It allows me to be doing something creative that I want. It allows me to experience something new every day that I want. It allows me to travel. So it just encompasses everything. So those are the only 3 things I really want to manifest that are like the big 3, I guess. But I feel like manifesting YouTube subscribers is the same as manifesting free coffee. It's just how much you think you believe you have it, or you put the assumption that you have it. If you're following along and you've written down the things that you want to manifest in the next 90 days, the reason I say that this is for the next 90 days and for on January 1st, you already have these, is because what we're doing is just putting in the background the foundation for your new lifestyle. So we're manifesting the things to bring you your new lifestyle that you will be living on January 1st. So it's not January 1st, you're like, oh, I hate my life. I'm gonna bring 2024 as my year. I'm gonna manifest my year and be living my dream life. No, you'll already be starting living your dream lifestyle. You already will. And then from that foundation, you can just build up from there, whatever else you want. You know what I mean? Another thing I do want to do is just love myself more and love my body more. And I just feel like being in LA will help with that, because LA is more health conscious. And I love living in Chicago. I love Chicago food. I love Chicago food. But after watching a lot of videos on people, why I moved to LA, moving from another big city to LA, I just can see that that lifestyle is just more me. I know in Chicago's more business centered. Chicago's more education centered. There's a lot of universities here. There's a lot of businesses here. If you want to start a business, I would suggest moving to a big city like Chicago. It's very good for that. But as an artist, I will say it's a little bit harder, and there's so many creative people in Chicago. So yes, I could reach out to the creative people in Chicago, but I don't know. Like, me working as a waitress and as an influencer and doing odd jobs to get my dreams, it's just more accepted in LA than it is Chicago. I can't remember whose video was I was watching, and they were explaining that, and it just resonated with me heavy. Because like, I just feel so judged here. I can't even explain it. I just feel so judged. I know, like, because it's LA, what about like your body, you know, because I'm plus size, I'm not the normal body type, I'm a dark-skinned Black woman, but like, that shit just doesn't matter to me, because I lived in Miami for 8 months where BBLs were the norm, and it didn't affect me. Honestly, I think all women are beautiful, all shapes and sizes. So it was just cool to see a different culture. And yeah, I do want more health and wealth in my life, and I want to be more healthy. I do. So to implement that lifestyle, I feel like LA is where I have to be. So now that you got your list of that, you can add little things to that list. Like, you can be very specific about the house that you want if you're manifesting a house, or you can be very specific about what you experience when you move to a new city, which is what I'm doing. I want to experience new friends. I want to experience being a part of an artist group. I want to maybe even experience being part of a dance group. I want to go and do art classes. I want to go and do makeup classes. I already have a list of things I want to do before I even get there, because I know I'm gonna go there. I already have the exact house that I want. I already have how it's going to look. I already have how I would furnish it, because I know I'm going to have that house. Does that make sense? Like, even for like my wardrobe, because I know that I'm going to be changing my body, I already have how I want my wardrobe to look. I already have how I want the clothes I want to wear. It's already in my Shein cart. It's already there. And it's like, I can wear those things now, and I do wear some of those things now, but like, I know my dream body will wear this. My future self would live here. My future self would be in these spaces. My future self would have these friends. So it's more of just an identity shift to being where I want to be. So now that you guys have written down what you want, you have scripted or wrote down in more detail of how you want it to be, how you want it to feel, what circles you want to be in, all of that. You can do a vision board if that resonates with you. I always love to do vision boards. I have one, and I will share it once I get everything, or majority of everything, probably maybe around like January, February, I'll share the vision board, but I've had it since like August. But yeah, the vision board, you can do that. You can do visualization. You can just do affirmations, whatever feels good to you. But I want you guys to know this, and I'm gonna like zoom in the camera here because you guys are just so beautiful. I want to get closer to you. The key to this is an identity shift. You have to think of what you want and what your future self will be doing when they have it. And I know everybody says that, but they don't really explain it. So if your future self wants to live in LA and your future self knows what they should be doing in LA, then look up those things that you want to do. That's an inspired action. You don't have to pay for a class, but just look it up. Look at what classes you want to do. Do something different today than you would have did yesterday. Because if you're still doing the same things from yesterday, you're going to stay where you were yesterday instead of moving forward. Does that make sense? I'm trying to make it make sense, because when some people say it, it doesn't click to me. I was watching The Truman Show, which you guys should watch that. That really explains identity shifting. I know that I want my dream body. If I know I want my dream body, I have to think of what I would be doing if I had that dream body. Some people, it's not working out. Some people, it's just eating healthier. Some people, it's working out every day. Some people, it's just doing meditation, it's doing yoga. Some people, it's just staring in the mirror and telling themselves they're beautiful because they don't even think they look beautiful. It's what would your dream self be thinking? If I want my dream body, this is just an example, I would be so in love with my body. So what do I want to do? Learn how to love my body as it is now. And then when I have my dream body, oh girl, can't nobody tell me nothing. Like, LA who? I don't care who's walking down the street. I'm the baddest bitch. I'm the baddest bitch, period. I will say, take it day by day. It's a day by day thing. Just take it day by day. Be grateful for what you have now and be grateful for what you are getting in the future. We're getting this. This is not, it's not happening. This is not, oh, I can't wait for this to happen. This is you watching yourself get your manifestations, watching yourself get the life that you deserve and want and already have. And if you have bad days, hello, you're human. It's okay. It's okay to have bad days. If you want to take a couple of steps back and rest. I am the biggest advocate for rest. But just recognize that you feel this way because you know that there is something greater and better for you. And your greater and better self would not be feeling this way. They would be so happy living the life that they've created for themselves. So that will just pick your mood up a little bit. But if you need, you know, the sad day, you need to just binge watch a little bit, that's fine. But just remember that we don't want to stay in those energies because we will be doing the same thing every day. The key is to keep taking more and more steps to get to where you want to be. Now, once again, I want to reiterate, you don't have to go super hard in the gym or work 50 different jobs to get your manifestation. You decide how you want to get it. And honestly, the more inspired action you take, things will surprise you. Things will just show up. Things will synchronize. Just start writing now. What I want you guys to do is start writing down the synchronicities that happen to you. This led me to this. This got me here. This bought me this. Because it's going to start happening. You're going to start noticing it. And you're going to start seeing you manifest everything. It's going to be so many manifestations. Your list is just going to fill up even in one day. Oh, that's why I called them. Because they gave me money and that bought me this. Oh, I did her hair. She recommended me to this person and this person's looking for a backup dancer. Oh, these things just led me to different things. It's just going to add up. So if you want to take this journey with me, I don't know, maybe I should do check-ins like every couple of weeks or something like that and go live. I am going to go live for my 1K. So yeah, guys, I love you so much and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.